G'day everyone, this is the Perkins Engineering YouTube channel. Welcome back. This is episode number 82. So looking forward to this episode. We're going to just give you an update on how we're traveling with PE013, Peter Brock's 1991 Bathurst Commodore. So we're busy fitting all the bodywork off and doing a couple other checks and things before it's at the paint shop. Before we get stuck into the episode, just a reminder to jump online for Perkins Engineering merchandise, perkinsengineering.com.au. Might need to get myself a new hat after a couple of years. There's plenty of black hats. We've still got some Shaw & Partners NASCAR hats. Lots of stuff on there, so check it out, perkinsengineering.com.au. And for those of you that follow me personally on Instagram, you might have seen some of this new wall art that I've got here in the workshop. A couple of NASCAR panels from the Xfinity Series car that I raced in Chicago. So I've just hung them up there to get them out of the road, and I'm looking forward to putting them up at a later date. But our wall along there is coming together quite nice. We've got a Jack Daniels supercar side, some HRT bodywork and other bits and pieces there. So that's pretty cool. So what we'll do now, I'll grab the camera and have a bit of a look around the car and show you some of the things we've been up to. Okay, let's have a bit of an update on a few things we've been doing. So with the bodywork fit up, it feels like you can do hours and hours of work and potentially not have a lot to show for it. But starting from the front here, if you like, we put the bonnet rubbers here. So that would normally sit in this particular section here and have a fit in there, but we put the bonnet pins through that particular section, so we move the rubber over here, gives us adjustment there. On the bonnet, we pulled the bonnet scoop off, put that back in, fitted it with some button heads is what we think we have fitted it with. Back in the day, our front grille is fitted and our front bar fitment's just about complete. We've still got some G-clamps on there to just pinch this in a little bit to get a nice fit along there. But generally speaking, this is all done. And if we get a look right in there, you'll see just how it's mounted. So the front guard gets a little spacing off here. So those those two spaces there are a Perkins drawing. And that aluminium bracket you can see in there, which mounts the front bar off the factory bracket. That's this Perkins Engineering drawing here. Drawing 519, mount for the nose cone, 12th of 3rd 91. So that's that bracket that sits right in here. And that's all mounted up as per 1991. Okay, so if we work back through the car, you see we've got side skirts on now. It's quite a tricky process getting the side skirts right, in a lot of on and off and trimming work. As you can see, we do a bit of trimming around the air jack, and that's not finished yet. That's just trimmed around there. We've got to fit the air jack and then get the air jack to go down through the hole and create a hole at the bottom of the skirt. So there's a lot of trimming still to go. We're just getting the fitment right at this point. The rear door spats are on, and then we've got to put the front guard spats on as well. We've got the quarter windows in the car. Just starting to get all the door handles and glass and rubbers and bits and pieces happening for the doors. So that's going to be taking shape soon. We've been doing a bit more around the rear bodywork. So, you know, so we've got the G-clamps on the rear bar sides, and we're just starting to put a bit of heat through this corner here and shape that in and get ready for the mounting on the front, which is two fasteners through the front here, nothing on the side of these VNs. It does use the factory mountings on the rear beaver, if you like. But this is where we've done a fair bit more work around the boot latch and rear number plate garnish and things. So those of you that follow us on Facebook and Instagram will have seen we posted some photos with these parts and the drawings. So we've got the genuine boot latch on there now, which is pretty neat, one each side. So it's just a spring-loaded latch that comes off and sits there, and then the boot can come up and down. There's a little billet Perkins part in there, another Perkins Engineering part here where the spring mounts to, and then the garnish gets trimmed around that particular bit. And then these garnishes get filled in with a bit of filler, and these plugs and plates and bits and pieces get all removed. And you remember it came with a Toyota Lexan one on there, so that's going to be gone. And yeah, our one will be there, and then eventually get painted white. Have a nice big mobile sticker across the back there. I got sick of the OEM tail lights. I had a couple of sets of really good ones, that they're so brittle and they keep cracking and carrying on, and same with the headlights. So I've opted for aftermarkets from Rare Spares. They look pretty damn good, to be honest with you. It's kind of a lot better than some of the original stuff. So happy with how they look and how they come up. Got the road car petrol cap on this side. We're just going to work out how that gets fixed shut, but photos we know showed that it had the ute version with the thumb there, but then it doesn't have the same latching mechanism. So just work out what we do there to seal that up, because as we know, that doesn't get used. That's all been blocked off, but aesthetically it's there. Rear bar on this side, obviously G-clamps on there, just pulling that in and shaping it in. And then the side skirts again on this side, so we're busy fitting those off. And then still got to do some trim work around here on this side, so on and off. A lot of work goes into getting the body work right. And another part of that is, which looks really neat, is having the right front suspension in the car. So we've got all the shock tops, strut tops I should say, all the original gear back in, so we can check some clearances. We check them on obviously on the guards, but also on this particular side with the tub, we replaced and put the original battery box section in. We got to check some clearances in and around the wheels here, but so far everything looks pretty good. There's probably only one thing that could make this look any better. Let's quickly change that up right now. Oh, how good does that look? Painted brake fans, marked up the tyres, right front 05, and that, to me, just looks sensational. Okay, so that's a bit of an update. Pretty happy with our progress. Like I said, the bodywork feels like you can do 2 or 3 days straight and have really not a lot to show for it. So there's still plenty to do. Got the front guard spats to put on, finish off the side skirts, put the air jacks. What else have we got to do? We've got the rear wing lip to put on the boot, the side attachments to that go onto the quarter panels, and then door handles, locks, latches, all that sort of stuff. And then the bodywork side of things is looking pretty good. So a couple other things we'll fit off. Obviously we've got the cross member in there now, and the right front suspension. We'll put the left front suspension in as well, and check a couple of things there with the wheel on, and a couple other odds and ends we might try and do before the body shell goes off to paint. But it's pretty important to get all this stuff kind of right now on the front end, and it saves you on the back end. So appreciate you tuning in and watching. perkinsengineering.com.au. Don't forget Facebook, Instagram. We put up lots of photos with the car and the progress, and obviously the engine's still happening. We've got to get a YouTube video together on that, but yeah, we're keeping the pressure on, and the priority is the work. So we're going to try and keep bringing you as much as we can when we can, but I appreciate all the support. Thank you very much.